Hello friends, welcome again back to my channel. So guys, today I'll show you how to make this very beautiful and simple Iro and Buba. So these are the materials that I'm working with. Let's get started. So I'm going to have my fabric folded now into 4 places, okay? Yeah, I have it folded into 2 first, then I have it folded like so, making it into 4. You can see this, all right? So you look at the top, there is on fold, and also the other side is on fold as well. That's how it's meant to be. So depending on your desired length, okay, so the length I'm going to be working with is 26 inches. I'll add 2 inches for hemming, which makes it 28. You can make yours shorter, okay? Yeah, so this is what I'm working with. So I'm just going ahead now to indicate the length of this top, and to go ahead now and rule my lines, and I will just cut off the excesses there. So this is what I'm working with. Now for the width I'm going to use the biggest measurement. For me is the hip, okay? The hip I'm working with is 44 divided by 4, that's 11. I'll add 3 inches to that, making it 14. 3 inches making it 14. So I'll go ahead now and rule that from the top to the very end. So you can do 2 inches or even 2.5, okay? But I want mine to be, real free. That's why I'm using as much as 3 inches. Then I went ahead to add 0.5 inches that I'll be using for the seam allowance there, okay? Yeah, so I'm going ahead to rule that as well. So this is just what I need, okay? Then I'll go ahead now and cut off the excesses that I don't want. So that's what I'm doing now, and that means this is just what I'm going to be working with. It's that simple. Now remember, the top is on fold. We are not going to be cutting off any form of shoulder, okay? This is just a very straightforward stuff, but I like to indicate where my sleeve is going to start from. So indicating the shoulder width of 16 divided by 2, that is 8. I'll mark that down. So which means from that point I can now decide the length of my sleeve, okay, depending on where you want your sleeve to get to. So having in mind that what I have there now is 6.5, but I'm still going to be adding an extra fabric to make up to the exact length of my sleeve. Now coming back to that, first of all we indicate the neck width. I'm working with 4 inches as neck width, and while for the neck depth I'm using 5 inches, okay? 4 inches in width, 5 inches in depth. You can use even 4 inches in depth, okay? And if you're on the slim side, you can still maintain that 4 inches in depth, and you can make your width maybe like 3.5, okay? Yeah, but this one is more width for me. I like it this way. So now I'm just going ahead to indicate the exact length of my 26, which means that extra 2 inches is what I will use for my hemming allowance. Now from that lowest part I will indicate 8 inches upward, because it's going to have side slits, okay? So I'm just going ahead to notch that. You can see that. So that will help me locate that point when I'm sewing. So I'm using the same neck measurement for both the front and the back, and that's why I'm just cutting it all together. Then I'm going ahead to notch that up top part, okay? And guys, it's that simple. You can see this is simple. We're done here now. So I'll go ahead now and cut for the sleeve. So remember, the sleeve is we're going to make up for what we already have. So what I have here is 0.5 inches from the top. Then the exact width of the sleeve here is 11 inches in length rather, and I also have 2 inches extra that I'll use to sew it, okay? So what I just have here is 11 inches. That's the exact length of my sleeve. Now remember, from that point where we indicated the shoulder width, I said what we have left was about 6.5, okay? That includes the seam allowance there, 6.5. So let's say 6 inches, then we'll add it to that 11 inches we already have here, which will make it 17. I hope you understand. So which means the full length of my sleeve is going to be 17 when I'm done sewing. So I'm just demonstrating it now, so you can see by the time you take it from there and to the point where you have that, you can see we have our 17 inches, okay? So that's just it. So if you want it to be a full length sleeve, you can also cut off your desired length, okay? It's totally simple. Yeah, so that's it guys. So what I'll do now is to notch the sleeve edge there. I'm going to notch it too as well, so that I will now open this up now and we'll be able to match it up together. So it's time to attach it now. So you can see what we have. First of all, for my neckline, I'm going to use a bias tape for it, or if you have a piece of the fabric, you can also work with that. Then that point where we'll notch on that shoulder line there, that line, I'll open it up. I'll also match it up with where I've already matched up on my sleeve. You can see that point, just match it up. So this is just a straightforward thing, like, right? Yeah, so just match it up there and you go ahead and make a straight stitch. You can see this now. So I'll do the same thing for the other side as well. Just sew a straight stitch. So I'll just go ahead and finish this up now, and also what, the neckline. Okay, yeah. And here guys, when I was done, this is what I have. You can see I've joined the sleeve. I also cleaned up the edges. You can see I've hemmed the lowest part there. And of course for the neckline, I use my bias tape. So what I'll do next now is to fold it in properly and take it round. You can use your sewing machine for this, or you can decide to use your needle and thread, you know, to hem it all through. Okay, I'll be doing that much later. All right, so this is what I have now. So the next thing now is to what, attach my fringe. This fringe is what I'll be using to create you know, the layers. Okay, and what I have here is the 7 inches in length. You can use the one that is shorter than this one as well. It will still come out nice, and depending on layer. So initially I wanted to do just 2 layers actually, but I think I later changed my mind to make it 3 layers. Okay, now from that point where we have that joining, okay, you see it's 11 inches. All I did was to start from that joining point of the sleeve and marked 4 inches interval. So that's the interval I'm using what, to, you know, attach my fringe. Okay, so I'm just going ahead to what, to make a straight line from that joining. All right, so like I said, I wanted to do 2 layers, but later on when I was done making the dress, I just decided to complete it 3 layers. So the 3rd layer was attached on that exact joining where we have that sleeve joining. That's where I later attached the 3rd layers. Okay, so you can see fixed one here and the other one there. Then the 3rd one I later fixed it what, on the shoulder joining, I mean the sleeve joining. Okay, yes, so that's it. I did that much later. All right, so this is what it came out now. So we're already done here. Once you've attached the fringe, then all you need to do is just to bring everything together. Just bring it, arrange it properly. So once that is done, we just go ahead and sew. So from that sleeve through the armhole there, and you stop at that point. Remember where we left a notch, because we're going to create a slit. So you just go ahead and hem the sides there, like what I'm demonstrating, and that's it. We just have your slit there. Repeat the same thing for the other side. Then finally you hem the lowest of it all, and guys, this boo top is ready. It's that simple, very simple thing to do. Okay, this is just a complete DIY. All right, so once this is done, then for my wrapper, it's just a straightforward one. I cut out 2 yards and 13 inches. That's what I use, 2 yards and 13 inches. Although when you cut it out, you must leave like 4 inches extra or 3 inches for hemming the sides, which is what I've already done there. You can see I used that extra 4 inches to hem the both sides. Then the top, you can see I hemmed it all the way to hide those edges. So some people like to leave the edges there, but I don't like it, so I hem the all the way there. And I now attached also a strap, okay, at the edge as well. So you can see I'm just trying to confirm what I already have. 1 inch and 1 yard 36. Then I measured another yard again, making it 2 yards, okay. Then the remaining was just 13 inches. That's what I use. So if you're on the slim side, you can just work with 2 yards. That will be fine, okay. Yeah, so I'm a hip 44, and so I use 2 yards and what, 13 inches to get my wrapper. All right, and you can see I attached a strap, okay, yeah, just to tie. This is optional though, but I like to do this just to give it a very good tie. So it's just a strap of about 4 inches in width. That's what I have. About 10 to 15 inches is okay in length to give you your strap. Just make a fold like so, and this is what you have. Once you're done, then you go ahead and attach it to one end of the wrapper, okay, on the other side too. And that's it, guys. It's so simple. There's nothing difficult here at all. Thank you so much, guys. We've come to the end. Hope you find this helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that. See you on the next one, guys. Bye.